Anybody under the sound of our voice now should take out their phone, type IPOB Worldwide Limited. It will take you to the website of the UK Companies House. And whatever thing you are registering in the UK, you register it at the Companies House. When you go to that UK Companies House, you will see IPOB Worldwide Limited. That is the full name there. Then when you go down, as if the limited did not give it over as a private business, you will write nature of business. On that place, you will see radio broadcasting and cultural education. And also clearly stated, private business. It has nothing to do with any Biafra. You can fact check me while we are live on air now.
This is Mr. Ofoegwu, popularly known as Ijele Speaks, a man whose words shake tables and spark conversations across the Southeast. In this explosive interview, he did not mince words at all. He goes all out, taking direct aim at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the entire IPOB movement. According to Ijele, Nnamdi Kanu has turned the Southeast into a mini Somalia, a region once known for peace and enterprise, now haunted by fear, division, and bloodshed. He insists for the blood of the innocent whose lives were cut short is crying for justice, and it will continue to haunt Nnamdi Kanu and those who enabled this chaos. This is not your usual conversation. It's raw, unfiltered, and highly controversial. So whether you agree or not, you will want to hear every word. This is Political Arena. Before we dive in, do well to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this one will definitely spark a heated debate. Now let's get straight into it. I have Chukwuka Ofoegwu, who is also popularly known as Ijele Speaks. He will be joining me virtually on the program today. He is an investigative blogger and also a security analyst. Mr. Chukwuka Ofoegwu, if you can hear me, good evening to you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining us. And so definitely we'll be starting off with Mr. Ijele, who is, or Mr. Ofoegwu, rather, Mr. Chukwuka Ofoegwu.
I'm going with Ijele Speaks.
Ijele Speaks, all right, that's fine. Okay, well, thank you so much once again for joining us. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of this case. I don't know, you have been vocal about everything that has to do with Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, his case and all whatnot, but I don't know if you have seen the trajectory that this case has taken, and I would like to really get your thoughts on it.
Okay, it's been long in coming, and anybody that will pretend they didn't know that a day like this will come is deceiving themselves. Because when you sit down, turn off emotions, and take a critical look at what Nnamdi Kanu did, his utterances, his altercations. Remember where this problem started in 2015? And it was after Nnamdi Kanu went to Atlanta, Georgia in the USA. Against the advice of so many prominent Igbos, he was calling for an armed resistance against the government when there is no reason to do that. Now, the problem is, many people will now try to gaslight you by asking you questions like, is asking for a new country a crime? Is asking for Biafra a crime? As if that's what Nnamdi Kanu registered IPOB for. No, he registered a private business. Because before we discuss Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB, we need to get down to the root, to the foundation of what brought this disaster that has engulfed the entire Southeast, a once peaceful region, once the most peaceful region 10 years ago, has now become the mini Somalia Nnamdi Kanu promised them it will be. But that's a story for another day. Now he registered a private business, and upon it, he went around saying he needed money for guns. Many people contributed that money. They called it defense funds. Egondo Zobodo first. They have Egondo Zobodo 1, Egondo Zobodo 2. So that alone negates the premise that Nnamdi Kanu was seeking Biafra in a peaceful means. One, he wasn't speaking for any Biafra, and two, he was using violence against the military and the civilian population of Nigeria. And this is what the whole conversation should be about. Not every other window dressing that is surrounding this, every other decoration, mirage. they are bringing around this issue. Then, after he was released, did he change? What did he do? He went back and did was the current situation of Southeast can be traced straight to 2020. There hasn't been a single thing that did not go down the drain. Take the trajectory of every aspect of our society from 2020 till now. You will find out that look at the Southeast and the destruction these guys brought on our region. And people will try to play blind and want you to, I call it men in black syndrome, where they flash something before your eyes and you forgot to get everything that happened since yesterday. Now, they are trying to make it as if Nnamdi Kanu is a victim or is being tried for nothing. No, all his crimes are known. Let's not deceive ourselves. And for him to go right to the Americans, there are ways justice bring instead. The truth is one thing you can't bury. Sometimes when you bury it, you yourself will bring it up without knowing by your actions. It's them writing to the United States. What are they going to tell them? Now you know why they've been trying to create that narrative that it was Fulani herdsmen that were committing all the killings in the Southeast. Remember when we started shouting this shout for Fulani herdsmen? How come it coincides with the time they formed their so-called Biafra secret stand and their volunteer force? Of which I personally know people who were part of this foundation that I helped lead that group. So this is not like an outsider discussing what is happening in Southeast.
Okay. So I don't know, when you talk about the fact that, he registered IPOB as a private business, I would like you to, still elaborate on that. But while you're at it, before Nnamdi Kanu came on board and before the whole IPOB thing spiraled into what we have it as today, I don't know if you will agree with me that we also had the Fulani herdsmen incident in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Villages were being invaded, people were being killed, and all that, and the government was doing little or nothing about it at the time. And a lot of people would also, some of his supporters would posit that it was on that premise that he decided to take up arms or, set up the Eastern Security Network have our bushes protected.
I don't know how many minutes we have, but I think I've gotten the thrust of your question.
Okay.
Now, of all the so-called Fulani herdsmen attacks, let me give you some prominent ones. There was a man called Prophet Anthony Nwoku. He used to live in Enugu there. Everyone knows him. This man was the number one Biafra spiritual leader. When Nnamdi Kanu cancelled the election boycott, the 2019 election, they told that guy that he should announce to the people that they should go back and vote the Atiku Obi ticket. The man refused. Rather, he came out and told people that Nnamdi Kanu sold Biafra. 2 days later, he came out and made a video and said that they want to eliminate him for saying the truth. And then Nnamdi Kanu collected the money, mentioned all the videos. See that you can find them. You can find all those videos because many platforms posted them. Do you know that within that week, that man was Nnamdi Kanu was the very first person to announce that Fulani herdsmen killed me. In my maternal home, the same thing happened. And all the investigations we did about the Fulani herdsmen killings, it was one at Uzu-1. And those people at Uzu-1, they are still in Enugu maximum security prison over there, because everything I'm giving you, I'll give you facts. Just like I'll come back to the registration of that document. But these so-called Fulani herdsmen killings, apart from that one where those boys were rustling the cattle of those Fulani people that have lived in that community for years, the last one they came, they killed 2 people there because they resisted them. When they came, those people were prepared and those people killed some of them. That was the only verified Fulani herdsmen killings. Second one was the one at Agwa village in Imo State. I'm from Imo State. In that Agwa, there were 5 northerners from Jigawa State. I don't know if you know the north very well. Jigawa people are not Fulani people. But those people were working with some people in that community. You can ask the 34 artillery of the Nigerian Army or 82 people, anybody, they will give you all this information I'm releasing. Aside that, every single place you used to see those bodies, those days they were shouting Fulani herdsmen in building communities. Let me give you the names of those villages. Also, Mbosi, Osu Ihitokwa, Osu Mohu, Ihitenansa, Awo Mama, Ihiala, Uli, Asia, Iseke, Ukpo. All of these places, what do they have in common? They all have ESN camps. If not that we started seeing their videos, how they are killing people, and I don't know if you remember the voice note of Gentle that was leaked the other time, where Gentle told them to go to one community, these 7 people, you see, speak Hausa for the other one, and let him go and tell people that it was Hausa people. We all hear that voice note. But that thing did not start with Gentle. It's always been their modus operandi. Those people that used to, people that used to since they arrested that small girl and what's the name of the other one they call Abitek and so. Have you seen any other thing since the former governor of Enugu State, Ugwani, settled their case, of which on a very good day we'll have to discuss how that case was settled and was in the thick of that discussion. The former governor will not die against me on that. Which refugees, I'm going to publish some of the facts that you wouldn't want published. He knows what I'm saying.
You were going to speak about, the registration of IPOB as a business entity. Yes, I would like you to substantiate that.
Let me 2 minutes and expatiate on it.
Okay.
First, listen. Anybody under the sound of our voice now should take out their phone, type IPOB Worldwide Limited. It will take you to the website of the UK Companies House. And whatever thing you are registering in the UK, you register it at the Companies House. When you go to that UK Companies House, you will see IPOB Worldwide Limited. That is the full name there. Then when you go down, as if the limited did not give it over as a private business, you will write nature of business. On that place, you will see radio broadcasting and cultural education. And also clearly stated, private business. It has nothing to do with any Biafra. You can fact check me.
You're saying people can pick up their phones and do that, all right?
Immediately.
Okay. Now, now that you have spoken about that, I would like to go back, because some of the names you mentioned, Gentle. You're literally trying to say that the boys perpetrating this crime, they are not Fulani herdsmen, they are IPOB.
They are locals.
They are locals. All right.
They are locals.
Now, but to play the devil's advocate a little bit, I mean, I don't know if you remember on one of Nnamdi Kanu's court outing, where he made mention of the fact that he is not the person that these people should stop, and that whatever it is that they're doing, he did not send them, and he has not, he has not authorized anybody to declare sit at homes.
You are paraphrasing. That's not what he said. No, he said if they release him, that 2 minutes, this will stop.
I don't know if you saw the written letter that Aloy Etimako had put out before he said something.
I read the letter. Okay. But I'm telling you what he said, the word he uttered. He said that if they release him within 2 minutes, this will stop. Now, that got me thinking. That means you are taking responsibility for what's going on.
So, but people are also hiding under the whole IPOB struggle to do whatever it is. Like, this is an opportunity for people to...
Listen, the question you should ask yourself is this. Who are those ESN? Now, let me explain it to you. Within ESN, you have young people that they are home doing nothing, no job, no future, and they see it as they believe in the message of Nnamdi Kanu, and they are willing to give their lives. Those are the Oshe-based home, the ones that get killed in camps. Then you have the rest who are professional criminals, who are highway robbers, all of them that were kidnappers after it was the white people at the oil rigs. From there, big men in Port Harcourt, then gradually came into the southeast. Then all of them that used to be kidnappers, they found a good avenue for business. All they need to do is to find a bush anywhere, mount Biafra flag, everybody is a freedom fighter. When was the last time you saw a bank robbery in the southeast? When was the last time you saw bullion vans being ambushed in the southeast? Because they all found an avenue to make money. And these are the people that Nnamdi Kanu gathered and called them ESN. All of them, if I can give you some of the names of their leaders that have been liquidated by the security forces, who was Obati? Pure criminal. Ikonso, the same thing. Biggie, the same thing. Double Lion, a criminal. These are known criminals, assassins. These people are people that we all know. These are people from our place. That's why when they threaten you, they don't go far because they know. Why do you think most people are not talking? It's because those that are doing this are living with us. Okay. If you open your mouth, they will come for you.
All right. Let's initially when the sit-at-home was declared, I don't know if you know, but IPOB came out to say that they are not a part of it.